My name is Mr. Anderson, and you are at the only show on the internet that advocates for all Kickstarters that we're made aware of. This is Kickstarter Talk. We're going to be going over our amazing list. This, of course, is our 19th issue of the year. Yes, that's right. We brought back numbering because people didn't like we didn't number the last two. It's issue number 19, Armor Up and Go Stealth with the Gentleman Towards the Wall. This is IndieAdvocates.com's exclusive program, Kickstarter Talk. I am, of course, Mr. Anderson, the advocating voice for Indie Advocates. Let's see what's going to be featured on the show today. Supporting a Kickstarter, remember, only takes a single dollar. One single dollar can show support, attract attention, help fund projects, support creators, and create new worlds. We're going to have on the show today Armour, Twilight Hotel, Penny for Your Soul. We will not be featuring the marvelous encyclopedia of super birds, Feather Your Nest, with this fantastic collection of avian heroes and villains from across the Marvel Universe, because there was no video. So we don't really have much to share with it, but we do encourage you to take a look at it. You can find it under our Kickstarter section right now. Frontera, Luminous Age, Section M, Stealth, Salvagers, The Gentleman, Cat and Mouse, Walls, Galaxia, and Reign of the Cthulhu. Of course, we're using our new format on Kickstarter Talk, which brings you all the videos in one place to keep lagging issues, but I would be remiss if we didn't mention a wonderful resource for creators to use, and that is brought to us by the amazing Madeline Holling Rising, who gives us Kickstarter for the Independent Creator, 2nd edition, a practical and informative guide to crowdfunding. It's an amazing way to learn how to do a Kickstarter from someone who's done some amazing ones. You guys have heard of Boston Metaphysical Society? Well, Madeline's behind those amazing Kickstarters. So she's definitely someone that you can learn from. The books are now available on Kickstarter, on Amazon.com. So let's get into some amazing Kickstarters today, shall we? First on our list is Armour I. This is brought to us by the Evolutionine Group. And remember, everything under here for them is linkable. So right underneath the videos is your way to get to the Kickstarter. Are we having a video issue here? There we go.
Ryan, let's
So how amazing does this look? Very amazing. That's right. Available now on Kickstarter, Armour I Issue 3. We're going to move on to our next amazing project. As a matter of fact, it is the Twilight Hotel, the place that evil built.
Hi, my name is Rob X. I'm the writer-creator of Twilight Hotel, a new horror comic book series from Square Biz Entertainment, a company I started about a year ago with my business partner, Daryl Smith. I hope you don't mind, but I'm going to use these notes because I got a lot of stuff I want to talk to you guys about. Okay, Twilight Hotel is a 4-issue comic book series that tells the story of a 100-year-old West Florida hotel that has a very, very sinister past. It was built on what used to be the most notorious plantation in all of North America, where thousands upon thousands of African slaves and Native Americans were murdered in ritualistic ceremonies. And I should also tell you that it is the home to an ancient evil deity named She, who has the ability to lure, influence, and subject people to their darkest nightmares. They come in many forms, such as man-eating bedbugs, psychopathic gangsters, serial killers, zombies, and worst of all, themselves. The stories contained in Twilight Hotel are dark, humorous, bloody morality tales. If you're a fan of the Twilight Zone, Tales from the Crypt, you'll love Twilight Hotel. In 2017, we ran a Kickstarter campaign to raise funds to help with the printing, distribution, and to help raise awareness for Twilight Hotel Volume 1, Issue 1. I think that the response that we got was fantastic. Through this new Kickstarter campaign, we're trying to raise enough funds to bring you the rest of the series, the complete series. Now, today, we have a little extra help. Chet Zar. You may have heard of Chet. If you haven't, I don't know why. Chet Zar is considered the master of the dark art. Prior to his career in fine arts, Chet had a successful career as a makeup effects artist. He worked on such films as Planet of the Apes, Hellboy 1 and 2, The Ring, Darkman, among many others. In addition to Mr. Zar, we have two amazing comic book artists, the Brown brothers, hailing from Belfast, Ireland, Ryan Brown and Adam Brown. These two brothers have worked for just about every top comic book company in the business, including Legendary Entertainment, DC, Dark Horse, Vertigo, IDW, Image, Marvel, Heavy Metal Mag, Zenscope Comics, 2000 AD. They have been involved with such projects as Justice League, Neil Gaiman's American Gods, the Alien franchise, Judge Dredd, Creepy Comics, Gears of War, Mars Attacks, Ninja Turtles. We are very excited and very fortunate to have artists of this caliber working with us. Through this Kickstarter campaign, we're going to be offering some amazing rewards. We're going to be offering buttons, stickers, t-shirts, limited art prints by each of these artists. Oh yeah, and the comic books, we're going to be offering them as a set or as single issues. Finally, I just want to say thank you to everyone for taking the time and checking out our campaign. We appreciate every dollar, every dime, every pledge. Without you, this cannot be possible. So thank you very much. And I hope you enjoy the series.
I love this kind of shit. I'm going to read it.
So the question is, do you love this type of shit too? Looks great. I want to get a room in the hotel, and I just got distracted. That is beautiful art. It is definitely titillating. And yes, I meant it that way. Let's check out Penny for Your Soul. And just remember, if you think your soul's worth more than a penny, I'm offering $1. How cool is that, right? You know what? I'm gonna give it to you one more time. It's small enough, and I dig it. Wow, right? I know. Don't I bring you guys the best shit ever? Let's check out Frontera.
Welcome to the Flash of Dawn show. Today we are presenting the planet of Frontera,
known as the Pearl of the Universe.
On Frontera, there are 5 clans of alien species, each resembling different animals.
But this flourishing planet is being threatened by the Fearless.
They have destroyed many worlds, and word has it that Frontera is the next on their list.
But never fear. The unison of Elysian Stars is sending its mighty Tagma to face this threat.
They will be escorting the Arcus Solidine on its maiden voyage to Frontera. Speaking of Frontera, we have the discoverer of Frontera, Best Frontera himself, to shed more light on what you can do to help this project.
Brochachas and Brosevskis, please provide a standing ode to the king of catchphrase and the metal Meshuggah himself, Best Frontera.
Yo, Best the Franchise Frontera here. And I'm here to talk about that new ultra cool comic project by AJ Kincaid and Starcrossed Comics called Frontera, Flash of Dawn. Venato Computron will give you the hype.
Synopsis for Frontera, Flash of Dawn. Some thousand tomorrows have fallen, and we have risen to master the cosmic skyways and conquer the unknown. With our mighty Tagmatas, we maintain order and rule with an iron fist against all who would destroy our unison and the sanctity of the universe. Within the shades of the limitless void lies a silent nemesis set to devour the whole of the heavens, and a champion has awoken. Abbreviated synopsis: Kill Bill meets Fifth Element. A far-flung, roundhouse-kicking, blaster-blazing, fist-pumping, head-banging, space-bending fantasy set just west of wherever.
You know it's mad ace, cause I'm in it and worthy of support. And we ain't talking about undergarments, Jabrevskis. And faster than you can say, bro, Hika. I'm at the crossroads where I, Best Frontera, the metal Meshuggah, tells you what's in it for you other than dropping a little skrilla. First off, $5 snacks to a digital copy of Codex 1. The second tier is a 10 spot, and that one is the high copy. The third tier is at 20 clams, and you get poster A on top of all your previous loot. The fourth tier is at 50 smacker, and you get poster B and Makota's patch. There are more tiers where that came from, depending on what you want to be able to give to this sci-fi spectacle. Tronny, time to shine.
Thank you, franchise. In conclusion, we thank you for receiving this audio-visual transmission. Please join us on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter.
How awesome was that, man? Flash Dawn. We have Luminous Age. Let's take a trip back to wizards, monsters, myths, and creatures.
Imagine you have the power to turn your wildest dreams into reality. What would you create? Hello, I'm Grant, an award-winning fantasy illustrator Anthony Christou, the creator of Luminous Ages. Luminous Ages is a fantasy series that I've been working on for the last 4 years, and the first graphic novel is coming to completion. The story is about the first planet in our universe, Equatoria, where dream magic manifests into reality really fast. There are 13 dream gods who created the universe, and the nightmare and tranquil dream mages are fighting to gain the allegiance of the most gods.
What makes Luminous Ages special is that there are 3 types of dream mages with unique abilities. These are the Captivaries, Luminaries, and Chosen.
The story starts with a young mage Thrakos, who discovers his mother saved the planet Equatoria in the last Great War, but she has gone missing. He goes on a hero's journey to find his powers and to find his mother. It appears he is the main character, but as he ventures, we see the Luminous Ages story has many subplots and many amazing dragons and creatures who join the team.
Luminous Ages is important to me because I wanted to make a fantasy series that has wizards of many cultures and backgrounds with female and male character leads. Luminous Ages also has environmental messages with nature mages and an alliance of wizards with a unique type of magic fighting to save their planet. This story expresses my passion for the genre of fantasy and mythology. I've created this series to give a new voice to fantasy. By representing different cultures, I've expressed environmental messages through this comic as it is a topic dear to my heart, and my aim is to entertain and touch readers on a deep level with positive messages. This is my dream project, as it has allowed me to explore my imagination with no limits and bring a different voice to the genre of fantasy.
You may ask, why now? The book has been written, most of the art is done, and I have also been accepted into an Australian government-funded program called Match Lab, where every dollar up to the value of $10,000 is matched. This means I can devote my time fully to finishing the last pages and the print production of this book to make it look gorgeous.
I have amazing rewards, which include commissions, papercraft dragons, collector cards, gaming mats, and other cool stuff. Please check out more of the exclusive rewards below and help to make Luminous Ages a reality. Thank you for your support.
All right. Don't you want to get involved now? Section M, last we checked, did not actually have a video that we could share with you. I will quickly check that right now, see if we have a video. We do not have a video. I'll give you guys a quick look at it. I'll give you the pitch to Section M, a sneak peek of the upcoming first issue of Section M comics starring the 1960s monster hero shot from artist Ron Joseph's pencils. I mean, it looks great. I do wish there was a little bit more on it so we could talk about it, which we'll get it to. We'll really dive in deep on Kickstarter Last Rights, but I mean, give this a look. It's definitely worth it. But our newer format does mean that we have to move on a little quicker, so we're going to have to move on to our next comic, which is, or Kickstarter, I should say, which is Stealth is Here.
What's going on, Kickstarter community? My name is Sean Mack, and I'm the publisher of Short Fuse Media Group. And today I'm here to talk to y'all about a new comic series that we launching called Stealth. As a publisher, man, I'm really excited about this title. It's been something we've been working on for like the past year. It tells a different story, a different spin on a classic, superhero trope. Whereas, the character Alan White during the daytime is a teacher educating the youth to turn the city. And at night, he's giving the criminals in Terminus City and the evildoers in Terminus City a whole different education. The artwork on this series is phenomenal. I mean, phenomenal. I don't even know another word for it. Beyond that, the story is really well written. It's really heavy in character development. It's character driven. Even the city, Terminus City, is just really broken down as an actual character within the story that I think you really don't get into. we released the preview issue for the series, and it got great response, extremely well response. Everybody that read it loved it, and they asked for more. So we know that getting ready to release issue number 1 and the rest of the series, issue number 2 and 3 followed after that. It's just going to get better and better. And that's where you guys come in. You know, if you backed any of our previous campaigns, we deliver immediately as soon as the campaign is over. That's one of the staples that is a hallmark of what we do. We just like to get the books in your hands, and we're so excited for you guys to read it that we just want to get it funded, get it delivered to you so you can let us know that you love it. Issue number 1 is 32 pages of pure awesome. The book is 100% completed. We're just waiting at the printer for us to give them the word to send off the copies to us. Beyond that, it's a ton of awesome rewards. Just check out the rewards for yourself. I mean, it's everything from t-shirts to just check it out. So yeah, if you like comic books with awesome superheroes and awesome stories and great artwork that get delivered quickly, you might as well just go on and pledge this campaign, because you know we're gonna get this campaign over with and get the books in your hands ASAP. You know, that's how we do it. You already know our sins. We always deliver. So beyond that, I'm gonna sign off on here. I hope you guys can pledge. Thanks for the support.
Now, you know what? To give credit for just 1 second, I got to say it. I really dig the fact of seeing creators get very passionate when they're on the cameras talking about their project. But one thing I think that a lot of creators miss, and I think Sean nailed it. He's not just excited about what he's talking about, but he's confident about it. He's not asking permission. He's not asking anyone, can I make this? He's telling people, look, this is coming. This is what I'm going to do. And I really appreciate that. I really dig that. A lot of love for that. And I think creators could take a note from that and actually check it out. And speaking of a creator well worth watching, Bob Sally is one of the best among us in the indie market. Check out his newest project, Salvagers, the Havoc of Black Bane.
Writer and creator of the blue-collar sci-fi series Salvagers. And you're here because we are kickstarting pre-sale the first issue of Volume 3, The Havoc of Black Bane. Now, if you're new to the series, don't worry, because we have rewards that'll get you Volume 1, as well as Volume 2, and the beginning of Volume 3, and they'll all come to you via Merrill Logistics, the leader in intergalactic transports. Now, we have t-shirt rewards, we have original artwork rewards, we even have a cameo reward that you can get into our webcomic Jasper Starlight Tavern that takes place in the Salvagers universe, and we're going to try to unlock some stretch goals that will only be available to people that are backing. So it's a very exclusive stuff that are in this Kickstarter. Now keep watching, because I'm going to show you some clip art from the interior of the book so you know what you're getting involved in. Thank you very much for checking it out. I hope you enjoy.
So now, for those who don't know, Salvagers is also taking off in previews right now. So it's very exciting time for Bob Sally. Really dig it. And there, he actually stopped by to put the link in there, which I dig. Speaking of which, I should probably put the link thanks for reminding me, Bob. I'll put in the link right now in the comment section while we play this next video for the actual entire list that we have. But Bob Sally's doing great things. We'd featured something he had said about how awesome it is to where he's gotten. And Bob Sally's the perfect example of hard work pays off. So if you're not following Bob Sally, you really should start to follow him today. And make sure to back his Kickstarter. Welcome, the gentleman.
I watch it all escape their eyes. All hope, all understanding, memories of the good times evaporate from their faces. The lines and lifeless eyes now show a case of myriad of hurt, pain, heartbreak. This is a portrait I've grown accustomed to. It still breaks my own heart to read those changed faces. Not being desensitized at least helps me feel human still. Time heals all wounds, they say. But what exactly do they know? They seem to never take into account the ripple effects that happen. And not everyone is built to bounce back so quickly, unfortunately. Some people, instead of healing, find means to do something stupid.
Hi, my name is Greg Anderson Elise, and I am the writer of The Gentleman, Darkness of the Void. Spinning off from Evelu Zion's SFC Comics line, Darkness of the Void follows the character of the gentleman Oliver Solomon in a Lovecraftian and inspired horror noir story about the haunting ghosts from the past, along with the ghosts from the forthcoming future. In his 4-part miniseries, the gentleman finds himself drawn to a mysterious woman seeking life and protection from a mysterious being of possibly supernatural origins. Unfortunately, to protect her, Oliver must succumb to his special abilities, a hereditary curse that uses his body as a key and vessel to the void, an ancient evil with the means to destroy all life as we know it. This journey will find Oliver struggling with his past, his curse, and the connection to the void. Can this mysterious woman help him? Can she be trusted? What is her connection to Oliver and the void itself? I'm deeply honored to have been approached by creator Marcel Dupree. I find this character to be both a challenge and refreshing for me to write and develop, especially with the prospect of exploring and tackling Black characters in such a horror noir fantasy setting. With art by Massimiliano Veltri and Marco Pagnota. On behalf of the whole team, we at Evelu Zion Publishing hope that you're willing to take this dark and surreal journey with us. Thank you.
Now, I mean, how can't you get excited about that one? If you're like me, you've already backed it. But if you haven't, it's okay. Time's not out. Make sure to check it out now. Hey, why don't you come with me as we check out Walls? Well, I think of Jericho every time I hear that.
In my nightmares I am alone, and God has abandoned me. But when I wake, it is much worse. The world outside is desolation. It is a world punished for having forgotten the word of God. I have come to know this age by the sadness of it. I have come to know myself by struggling with the sins it inspires. Just as this plague has gripped tightly the people of this land in its fist, so has its curse fallen on my heart and blackened my soul, which I had cultivated as pure, pointed upwards to the kingdom of heaven. Pure, I no longer am. Europe is shadowed by clouds of smoke from the burning dead, and ashes rain upon those left alive. The Black Plague has vanquished over half of our people. We that are living fearfully cling to our faith, believing the blight of the land to be punishment for our transgressions. The wages of sin are death, and death is what we find in common. Death is the language of God and the music of his voice. The people flock to reliquaries, where pieces of our saints are held in gilded reverence. They pay their penance in the form of monetary donations, giving what little they have to further the only institution which still thrives in these broken lands. The Church. I make my own penitence, cloistered behind these walls, cut off from the world in an effort to contemplate the nature of God and atone for my sins. In the shadows of my seclusion, I wait for salvation, but my visions of the God that I serve are changing. I am beginning to understand that I am not alone.
Walls will be a new graphic novel from the mind of Zachary Anderson of Dark Elf Designs, captured in images by Joshua Mitchell Taylor of Gigglemania Studios. The story will be a foray into one of the darkest times in human history, focusing on an original, complicated central character. In this thrilling and demon-haunted world, even the brightest spark of hope is only a shadowed glimmer on the tooth of a predator.
So that's kind of deep, isn't it, man? You don't think of the Black Plague very often, or at least I don't, about how scary that shit might have been. That kind of like puts a giant flashlight on how fucked up it must have been to live in that time period and live through it. Speaking of fucked up, anytime the Cthulhu's around, something bad's about to happen. Let's see about something that's not so fucked up. That's right, AR. Augmented reality in a game. This is awesome. Let's check it out.
So you find yourself sitting at your favorite chill spot when a foe walks in. You know they're a rival Reign of Cthulhu faction because of the crest on their shirt. You scan them, player information pops up, the hero they main, user, level, win-loss record, and if they're ready for battle. Challenge them. Once the challenge is accepted, a portal opens up between both players, and a chunk of the Cthulhu sunken city is pulled into our world. The battlefield can be 2 to 6 players in size. You get your first set of cards randomly drawn that represent minions, powers, and equipment, which can be placed on the battlefield. The battle takes place in turns. You and your opponent take territory with your cards, laying the groundwork for the war that lies ahead. The game has just begun, but we're at the end. The world's first native AR multiplayer game will soon be revealed.
Now, as a lifelong nerd and geek, and I'm not a big gamer of these types of things, but even this one made me go, that's interesting. Bringing a game to a real-world environment is badass. And believe it or not, that's how we're going to end our show this week. If you guys have a Kickstarter you want us to cover, please reach out to us at indieadvocates@yahoo.com. My name is Mr. Anderson, and I am the advocating voice for indie advocates and Kickstarters when you need me to be. We'll see you back on Kickstarter Talk next week.